For me, it was just, hey, it's another doubt, and I can't wait to make you eat those words.
I believe it's August of your rookie year. Your wide receiver, Dez Bryant. Take me through the play and what you addressed with him that apparently really impressed Cowboys coaches.
It was end of preseason, and we're going through situational football. And at the time, it was a situation where when you catch the ball, if there's 30 yards left, we need you to go down, because if for some reason you trip trying to get into the end zone, the time runs out and we lose the game. So the situation is for you to catch the ball and go down immediately. And in practice, he catches it and he tries to go score a touchdown. And it was simple, just, hey, that's a mistake that will win us a game later, or lose us a game if you do that again. So catch that, go down. The kicker will come in, he'll do your job. You already did your job by catching that pass.
He's not the easiest guy to communicate with.
He was. I mean, when you get to know people and you know how to talk to people, there's not somebody that's easier or harder to communicate with. And that's something that's always been big for me is to get to know my teammates, to get to know who they are besides the Dez Bryant that the world knows, or besides number 88, besides the guy that throws up the X, but the guy that has kids and goes home to those kids, and the guy that loves to play video games. You got to get to know that side of people that allow on the football field for you to say whatever you want.
Even if subconsciously, is there a way going into a situation like that you think about how to address it with this person to get a positive outcome?
Yeah, I mean, you have to, because some people you have to scream at them in front of other people. Almost, you can say, undress them with words to get the best out of them. Some you have to pull to the side and say it, and you have to know how people to react to every situation. And that's big for me to know my teammates, so I have that opportunity to do that when it presents itself.
And what's a situation where you know that in order to get the most effective response from somebody, you have to scream at them in front of everybody?
I'm not afraid to say whatever words come to my mind, and to be honest, I'm a passionate guy. So if I undressed a guy with words, that was just what I felt I needed to do at that time. And it wasn't something like, hey, I need to say F-bomb or this or that to do it. It was just, this is what comes out, and it was real. And so that's why my teammates can respect that.
When then starter Tony Romo gets injured, is out a projected 2+ months, how quickly does the reality of what that means for you sink in?
Immediately. I've been in that situation going back to high school. The guy gets hurt, I have to go in and play. College, he gets hurt, I have to go in and play. So at this moment, I'm just going in and doing what the team asked me to do. I was once told when an opportunity presents itself, you don't ask why. You take it and you run with it. So that's something that I've always tried to do.
How strange is that dynamic, even if both people is the best of intentions, knowing that both you and Tony want the same job?
It's tough, but it's football. We can both want the same job all we want, but there's 10 to 50 other people counting on us to do our job. So whoever the person is to go in there, he has a job now to help that man get ready. And if he doesn't, he's not letting me down. He's letting the whole team down, because now his job is to be that role. And so when I was a backup, it was the same way. I have to help the starter out in whatever aspect that he needs it. And so the moment, just because I'm playing, we can have whatever personal relationship, good or bad, but this is for the team. It's much bigger than us two individuals.
So you go on a tear that entire rookie season. You have, I think, one bad game. And after that bad game, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones comes out and publicly questions if Tony Romo should be starter again. And I mean, to your credit, you said all the right things. But deep down, what are you thinking in those private moments?
Another doubter. Whether he meant it intentionally or whether he was just trying to raise another man up, it was just another doubter. Because I've done so much for this time, and you're still questioning that, that's all right. But to give him a little bit of credit, he saw what Tony had done. So I think of that as well. So that's what allows me not to have any personal tension to a guy, because I always try to see out of their eyes, see their perspective. But for me, it was just, hey, it's another doubt, and I can't wait to make you eat those words.
Are you upset at the time?
No, because it's words. I've got the opportunity to go practice tomorrow. I've got the opportunity to go play in the game. So I would only be upset at myself if I didn't take advantage of it.
Your reaction to that speech Tony gave when publicly conceding the role to you?
I was that kid once. Stepping in, having to prove yourself. I remember the feeling like it was yesterday. It really is an incredible time in your life. And if I remember one thing from back then, it's the people that helped me when I was young. And if I can be that to Dak, I've tried to be, and I will be going forward.
I was impressed, for one, to come out and say what he said on a personal standpoint, especially because Tony did exactly what I did at one point of time, of taking the man's job ahead of him because of an injury or because of this or that. So for it to come full circle and for him to say it with such class, with a lot of humility, it was impressive.
Your reaction to Coach Garrett's firing?
I mean, he's somebody that I respect dearly. He's a coach that makes sure that his players know he believes in them. He gives them every opportunity to be the best they can. So, I mean, it's not something that I was necessarily a fan of, but it's a business. It was talked about before he was ever fired in the middle of the year, so it wasn't like it was a surprise, but it's business.
You have the longtime Packers coach, Coach McCarthy, coming in, taking over. He's revamping the offense, but as I understand, keeping the terminology the same. Explain the benefit of that.
Yeah, I mean, everything doesn't have to change. You're not forced, especially as a quarterback, to learn all these new different terms or this new this or this new that. But we are changing some things up, and you have to, especially when you have a coach that went to your division rival. So things would be changed, but it gives that sense
like
of.
Like what?
Oh, you'd love for me to tell you, huh? I can't. But it's just kind of part of the game. Things have to always change. Things have to always adjust for you to win and for you to get better. So.
How about changes that you've had to make just to adapt to a new coach?
Well, this is my first time having a new coach, and I mean, obviously, it's been unfortunate that we weren't been able to do the regular process of OTAs and mini camps. So it's hard to even say because it's comparing apples and oranges right now. But I'm excited for Coach McCarthy. I'm excited for what he's done, for him to be able to bring that to this organization with a talented team with a lot of good players and good men, and to see what we can do.